Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits Review. This is the Totally Brewed Chrimbo Limbo box set. 7 beers from Christmas Day to, I think it's New Year's Day. Or was it New Year's Eve? It was actually New Year's Eve. Hey, not New Year's Day then. Oh well. So, this is the Grand Papa Jangles Cherry Chocolate and Tonka Bean Edition. So what they've got Papa Jangles Voodoo Stout, and that's like their base beer. And what they've done is they up the ABV and they've chucked in the cherry, the chocolate and the Tonka bean. Love it so far. Well, apart from the gas going off, the central heating going down last night, it's fixed, so I'm all right now. Good evening. So yeah, 7% beer, and what it says on the back, and they've got a little like a backstory to each beer. So every beer is individually done for each day. It stops you having to make a bloody advent calendar for it. And it says here, today we have a serious stout for you. After this year, you deserve a treat, don't we all? And this beer is just that. Works to either facilitate an introduction to the hairy dog rather, or get you through the telly schedule, winning. So I'm from Nottingham, even I don't understand all that 100%, but so I think this is about £6 a can to buy. Not the strongest beer they sell though. So yeah, there's it. So it's basically it's a good evening. It's getting windier. Certainly is. Good evening. So yeah, a cherry chocolate Tonka bean stout, and it's 7%. Nice territory. I hope we're all doing well. We're all having a drink. Can't be the only one drinking. God's sakes. I've done well today. I've had a lager, then I had a rum, then I had a cheeky wine up the house, back down here, 2 beers, and then that'll probably do me till later on. So, in the Totally Brewed glass. So I've actually drank Totally Brewed's Voodoo Stout, their original incarnation at sometimes beer can be a bit heavy on the stomach. So moving on to spirits less calories. So gin and tonic is probably better for you if you like gin than drinking the oh bless you, homebrew toffee apple bulldog brews. But yeah, nice black pour, off-white head. Yeah, definitely. No snow here. It's been bloody cold, but no snow. And it's been even colder for us because no heating. But it's back on there, ramping up. Swallow some of that gas up. I thought yesterday that there'd been an issue with the gas. Bed knobs and broomsticks, awesome. Tell you what I have watched. I watched Mulan yesterday, the live action one. Excellent film. Well impressed. You got work in a couple of hours. Oh, fair play to you. Not the greatest night for work. So on the nose, the cherry is really at the forefront. Absolutely bang on. Definitely can smell the chocolate. And then there's a sweetness, whether that's the Tonka, I'm not sure. But wow, gorgeous smelling beer. Oh, definite Raggy Avenue beer. Yeah, I've been there and done the 5 years in retail, working Boxing Day. And it's like you work all the way up to Christmas Eve, slaving away for some mega rich arses. And then you're back at work on flipping Boxing Day. My wife got them off the internet, so she just ordered them off the internet. So that's what it says. Not that you can read it because I'm down there. And I've got to apologise, but I've noticed today I put some bloody weight on. So after Christmas, I'll be doing order at work and in the evenings. Once it's funny because in winter you always put weight on. Then as you get to spring and summer, you're working more, you're doing more, you're not sitting down watching TV. Well, I don't anyway. And you're keeping yourself busy. But I've certainly put a bit of weight on. I noticed that. Oh, I tell you what, we would love a log fire in our house. And my sister, she had a log fire, but it was one that did the central heating as well. So if you can get your wood for free, or coal, bloody hell. Yeah, I suppose so as well. Yeah, you're not being active enough. See, I work in an active job, but this time of the year, you're not running behind a mower so much. You're doing more sitting, more normal work. You're not actually, So whereas I'll probably bulk up on the arms, I'm not bulking up where I need to get rid of the bloody stomach. But cutting down on some reviews will probably be a good thing, not drinking too much beer. But hey, got to do your bit to help the industries out, haven't you? Because until we all get vaccinated, this shit's not going away anytime soon. And thank God we got the Brexit deal, because without that, I think we'd really be in it. Sad as it seems, bending over to Europe. Sometimes I think France need to remember that if it wasn't for the English and the Americans and Australians, Indians, it would have been a very different world. Yeah. So, the aroma in this. Good evening. Oh, jolly well, actually. Eating's fixed and I'm drinking a beer. What's not to love about that? And you can't see the writing on the glass, can you? Oh, there's the writing just there. Merry Christmas. From Bolter. I bet it's a bit warmer there than it is in Britain. Yeah. I'm the king of the prune industry. Yeah, I suppose so. Gotta say, absolutely gorgeous cherry in this. And a cherry stout at 7%, my sort of strength. Too many times did they bring out stouts at 4% with cherry in. And I don't want to be drinking 4%. So I want to be drinking something with a bit of balls on it. This has got that. Bit of a statement beer, I reckon. And a cracking Boxing Day beer. Although, to be fair, when you've got to cook after this, I just want to sleep after this. Oh, bless you. I'm trying not to do too many reviews because I'm getting people saying, God, you drink a lot of beer, don't you? But when your beer's on reviews that you're drinking most of it at least, and then other people are drinking like 9 or 10 pints, you think, I'm not drinking halfway as much as you. Oh. Steaks tonight. I'm doing steaks for both the wife and my older son, and then steaks, garlic mushrooms, and I may do some duck for later. Oh, stuff the leftover turkey that goes in the bin. Yeah, stuff going on the bike. I've done that years ago, and I live too far away from my workplaces to do it now. I mean, I suppose I could, but I'd have to get up at such a silly time. It's funny, there's a bit of karma there, isn't there, when someone tries to embarrass you and you can turn it on them. I mean, to be honest, I have had some late last night. I was a bit pissed off because the eating had gone down. Went upstairs, put a film on. Fuck knows what the film was. I was that drunk, I couldn't forget. I'd had about 3 pints of the Imperial Russian. Come down the shed, grabbed the bottle of Barola, took that up, had a pint of that, and yeah, little bit overdoing it really. But and then I went downstairs, got a plate of turkey, the turkey crown. We don't have a proper turkey because it's too much waste. But we got the turkey crown, stripped off a load of the meat. Dog's ate half of it because he's sitting there watching me like that, watching me eat, and his every mouthful is, and you're like, fucking hell. I hope that doesn't show up as a thumbnail. I've had some German sausage before, although admitting that on camera is dodgy. I do like a nice Cumberland sausage, if I'm being honest. But again, admitting that on camera. I always remember once when I went into the chip shop round the corner from me, and the two girls there, I was only about 20 at the time, 21. The two girls, they always used to give me the eye when they went in. That's not me being big-headed, but they did. And I met up with my wife, my future wife, there. Went in the chip shop, and she says, "Get me a small sausage and chips." Bless you. And I went in, and I got my food, and then I says, "Oh, can I have a small sausage and chips, please?" And they all fucking laughed. All the three women laughed. And I tell you what, I walked out of that chip shop humiliated. I thought, never again am I going into a chip shop where there's women and asking for a small sausage. Never. Never again. No, fuck that. And the people, they still own that chip shop to this day. And I don't see I would suppose now that the daughters would be in their 50s. So it must be their sons and daughters who are running it. So, yeah, never again am I asking for a small sausage in front of a woman. No. There's a limit to anything in life, and that's definitely the limit. Yep. So, for day 2 of the totally brewed Chrimbo Limbo, oh, what a beauty. Now, from these same fellas, I've had a 10% beer. I think it was like some sort of breakfast stout or something. Drank it in the middle of the afternoon. Yeah. Battered sausage, a small battered sausage at that. Yeah, I got a 10% beer from these, and it was from the Bakehouse in Sherwood, a lovely shop in Sherwood. Makes some amazing food. If you're ever in Nottingham and you want quality food, it's not far from the city centre, and they make some exquisite food. And they sell some flipping good beer and all. Cans from probably the elite of the beer people in Nottingham. And this 10%, I drank it in the middle of the afternoon, went up the arse. I was pissed as a fart on one beer. Well, I've worked on a public park, and I don't need to go any further with that comment, because I've seen blokes go with other blokes for a bit of sausage, and that's as far as I need to go. Yes. You see a lot of life. If you have ever, if you work in certain industries, you see life, but on a public park, you see a lot of life, and especially around public toilets. We had a police operation on one day, and the coppers were good laughs, total piss takers, and actually quite fucking awful piss takers as well. But anyway, 2 of them did a police operation on the toilets because we had a lot of activity. Indeed, definitely. Be a good drink. If I can last, I'll probably be pissed up after 2. Yeah, asking for triple auto, that's asking for fucking trouble, that is. And anyway, one of the coppers walks in, and he stood there in the urinal, making out he's having a piss. This bloke's at the side of him, and he looks down, and he's like, fucking hell, this twat's moving his hand up and down. And he looks down, and he says, and this is how he explained it to us, he says, he's in the toilet, and his cock's like a baby's arm, it's fucking massive. And I couldn't even say it to him. This is the copper talking. And the copper had to walk out, and he couldn't say it. The bloke apparently had the biggest cock he's ever seen in his life, and he couldn't even arrest him because it was that embarrassing that he just couldn't say anything. That's funny, isn't it? But yeah, we see, it's funny really, working on a public park, you see a lot of stuff, you do. Yeah, Now I don't see anything. I see birds and partridges. Robins, squirrels, maybe the odd rabbit. As an 8-year-old, I always loved the Arboretum in Nottingham, and I started growing veg in the back garden. It's not a bad place. You have to watch out for the dodgy areas. Growing veg in the back garden. Then I started growing flowers, selling them to the local veg shop. And I always wanted to be a gardener on the Arboretum. Got my wish at aged 18. And I had 22 years on Nottingham City Council. For the most part, it was a good job. Ruined. It was shit towards the end, but for the most part, a good job with some great workmates. Some absolute shit asses at the end, but you know, as in any job, no job's perfect all the way along. You know, one person comes along, spoils it. I mean, we were award-winning gardeners, but you know, now I walk in now, and I've not worked there for 10 years. I walk in now, and it's a disgrace, it really is. And you know, we're still paying our council tax, and yet the services now are nothing compared to what there was 10 years ago, which says something. Too many high-paid bosses doing bugger all, looking after their jobs, and that's what ruins a lot of jobs. No, I've drank all the orange wine. That's gone, all gone. Yeah. Good evening. I've got some pear wine left, and I've got half a barrel of, well, I've got nearly a full barrel of pear wine, and I've got over half a barrel of rhubarb wine, so about 20 pints and 37 pints. You know, with all of us, you all want to, you know, get your work life out of the way, but sometimes, oh, I've still got prune wine. I bet you I've still got about 5 litres of prune wine left. It can't be in date still. I think I might drink it one day just for a random review, just to say, here it is. We've only looked, it might actually be nice. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Hello. It's a big sign, isn't it? Elderflower wine or champagne is nice. Get a load of elderflower. For God's sakes, put it in tights. Don't put the elderflower straight into the water, because you get all them little black bugs you can't get out. 6 bags of sugar, champagne yeast, elderflower champagne. Although, to be fair, at first it tastes like sherry, and give it a few months, it starts to taste like elderflower wine. Yeah, and you don't even need yeast, really. Champagne yeast we used, but you could probably do it without yeast. It's really good stuff. Yeah, it is strong. You're looking at about 20% knockout juice. So I need to kill this off before I reach 20. So that was a lovely cherry, chocolate and tonka bean. Don't really know what tonka bean tastes like. There was a sweetness there. Definitely got the cherry and chocolate. There was a sweetness. That's probably the tonka. But a really nice 7% beer. Wow. And good strength. Great tasting. And very enjoyable. Oh. Out of 5. No, it's flipping YouTube. They've got this thing about 20 minutes. It shows up tomorrow morning, which kind of kills the review, especially if it's done for tonight. Pisses me off. But that's YouTube for you. Which is why with the other reviews I don't mind. With this review I need to kill it. Out of 5, for me, about 4.5 out of 5. A really good 7% beer. And that's it for this review. Thank you all for commenting. And see you tomorrow. Cheers. Beat that time.